Good morning. Welcome to the CBS AM debrief. I'm David Combe. It's Tuesday the 11th of January, just coming up on 9 a.m. here. In the US, we had a bit of a mixed session last night. Dow down 0.32%, S&P 500 down 0.14%, and NASDAQ the only standout there with a rise of 0.17%. Now, one of the things that didn't help the situation there was more European debt concerns rearing their respective heads, and that certainly saw the European forces pretty heavily sold off. FTSE probably least so, down 0.14%, CAC down 1.64%, DAX 1.29, 3-1, Madrid down 1.29%. The Milan down most of all 2.36, so it's pretty big moves there. That also saw gold get a little bit of uplift support up around $6 or $7. Some of the looking at the US indices here going into reporting season, the S&P 500 up some 7% since early January. And one has to start wondering if, as we enter the earnings seasons, that some of the expectations for corporate earnings going forward haven't been a little bit overdone, and given that move up that we've seen, strong move up in the last month or so, whether or not it might be prudent to be prudent or cautious at this particular point, just given that we're up at these fairly extended levels, and we'll have a look at that in the bulk and trader in a minute. Let's move on and have a look at some of the other indices though, and moving a little bit closer to home, what's happening in our region. The Nikkei suggesting a pretty flat open. I think I saw much the same thing yesterday there, so very little direction in Japan. Hang Seng a little bit different, down 219 points, and our index down 14 to 4,688. Over in commodities, crude had a bit of an uplift to the tune of about $1.40 or 1.59% to $89.43. Natural gas off a little bit again, now trading at $4.37. To the softs, most of the sector was up. Only exceptions were really wheat and lumber. The big movers were probably corn up 2.02 and oats up 2.36, and soy meal up 2.18. Now metals, copper down a fraction, $4.28, and gold, as mentioned, up $6.70 to $1,375.60. Silver at 29.03, up 1.25. Let's take a look at the currencies. Euro buying 1.2945, the pound buying 1.5569. The US dollar is buying 82.7490 yen, and the Aussie is buying 99.56 US dollars. US dollar is buying 99.33 Canadian and 0.9680 Swiss francs. We'll take a look at the economic calendar. Really, all in all, nothing of any great import. Our trade balance numbers out at 11:30. The forecast there is for a 2050 or 2.05 billion. Previous was 2.625 billion. Then going into Wednesday again, nothing too significant, and it's really not until Friday night our time when we get a lot of this US retail data and consumer price index data, which will again be an indicator of how the US economy is faring there, along with that University of Michigan confidence number out as well. Okay, move across and have a look at Falcon. I just wanted to mention something I was looking at yesterday, which is Ironbark Gold is the name of the company here. Code is IBG, and locally traded company with a zinc project or resource rather, in Greenland. It's actually proving up to be one of the biggest zinc deposits known, and quite like the look of it here technically, trading up on this trend, as long as it doesn't take out this trend line, and it stays in the trend there. Would have thought this is a reasonably good buying opportunity at 28.5 cents, and the RSI here looks quite good as well, just starting to turn back up, coming off this quite solid looking level of support here. I'll move on, as mentioned earlier, and just have a quick look here at what the Dow's looking like. So yeah, we are now getting this rolling over effect on the RSI. Last time we saw it was here at the 1.618 extension for the Fibonacci on this AB pull, and then back here at the 10,700 level. So reasons there to perhaps be a little cautious, as mentioned earlier. Okay, well, thanks as always for your attention. We'll leave it at that, and speak again soon. As mentioned, I'm filling in for Jonathan while he's away in Japan skiing, and he'll be back Tuesday next week. So we'll return to our normal programming schedule at that time, but in the meantime we've got me. Thanks again. Bye now.